Afghan women around the world are protesting the Taliban's new hijab requirement in schools by posting photos of themselves wearing colourful traditional dresses on social media. They're using the hashtag DoNotTouchMyClothes and AfghanistanCulture to hit back at the Taliban, who have announced lecturers and employees must wear hijabs in accordance with the group's interpretation of Sharia law. With me now is Sana Safi from the BBC Afghan service. And Sana, you're one of the people who was behind launching this campaign. Tell me why you did it.
I actually shared my picture after I saw two other women doing it. It wasn't a campaign at that time. It was just women sharing colourful pictures of Afghan women. So I thought, why not? It's a good opportunity to show that there was a huge difference between what Afghan women normally wear and what we were seeing on the screens and on social media.
And let's just have a look at some of those pictures, if we can, of the kind of, I mean, this is traditional Afghan dress, very colourful, you know, lots of patterns, very different to what we saw the Taliban prescribing now as and we can see it there. I mean, the burqa, the blue burqa is Afghan, but this black outfit.
This black outfit and also the whole campaign, I think it started after a group of women came out to a university hall to have speeches in support of the Taliban regime, and they were dressed like that. And a bit about those women, those are students of madrasas or religious schools. They were active in Kabul in the last 20 years, but they were kept in control by the previous regime. They're belong to middle classes. They're highly educated. They speak several languages, English as well as Arabic, and they're said to have connections with the Muslim Brotherhood of Egypt. And they have a transnational network in Tunisia, Egypt, and Sudan as well. So that's what happened. Then the Afghan women, they came out and launched this campaign to really highlight several issues. One, it's a protest in defense of the Afghan identity, you know, the identity that's colorful, that's lively, it's democratic. There is a choice. You have a freedom to choose. And also, it's a protest against an organized uniform, if the Taliban were thinking of imposing such thing. Because if you look at Afghanistan, we never had the sort of organized, imposed uniform that you see in Iran or the Arab majority states. Because Afghans essentially see it as dictatorial, oppressive, and not democratic. Then this is also a protest against policing what women wear, because it has severe implications for their safety and their growth. If you tie what a woman wears to her morality and her virtue, then you could literally put her in danger. What if a woman doesn't live by that rule? How will the society react to her and her family? Will there be collective punishments, for example? And also, this outfit is very limiting. There are certain things women can't do if you wear that. You can't see your way around, you can't perform certain jobs, you can't go, and also it's not compatible with the Afghan climate. It gets extremely hot in the south and in the east of Afghanistan in the summer, and it gets very cold and snowy in the winter.
Just to be clear, this isn't actually a traditional Afghan dress.
Which
outfit,
the black.
The black.
The black is not. No. It has never. I have lived in the south of Afghanistan, the conservative part, so to speak, and I've also lived in the east of Afghanistan, which is again labelled as the conservative. I have never seen the sort of black outfit. And another thing I would say is that for a country and people whose lives are surrounded by pistachios and grapes and melons and colours, to then come out and live and have the sort of all black outfit, it's just unthinkable, because it just doesn't make sense.
Okay, let's. We've got Mina Zaki joining us here from Sydney. Mina, can you hear me? Oh, you can. There you are.
I can hear you. Hi.
Mina, just tell us, we've got Sana here, who was one of the people behind launching this campaign. Just tell us why you joined it.
Look, Yelda, I think, you know, this is such an important campaign, and it's one way in which women of the Afghan diaspora are able to do their bit for the country that they're just seeing, you know, lying in complete and utter devastation. You know, a lot of women in particular in the Afghan diaspora are feeling completely helpless. They have no idea how they can impact what's going on in Afghanistan. And this has really hit a nerve with them. And that's why we're seeing so many women who have jumped on board with this campaign.
Yeah, we're looking at the image of you wearing a very colourful headscarf. I was just talking there to Sana about these black outfits that we're now seeing at Kabul University and various other places. We're looking at them now. The blue burqa is Afghan, but the black is actually not Afghan dress code ever.
Well, to be honest with you, Yelda, I would argue that not even the blue burqa is Afghan. That's actually something that was adopted in Afghanistan from Turkey. And as far as Afghan culture is concerned, Afghanistan is as you know very well, a multi-ethnic, multiracial, multi-faith country. And each one of those groups has their own cultural clothing. As far as the culture and heritage of Afghanistan is concerned, Afghanistan's culture and heritage predates Islam quite significantly. I mean, this is the birthplace of, Zoroastrianism. Some of the oldest Buddhist sites are from Afghanistan. And so we can't reduce Afghanistan's culture to this extreme Islamist clothing that the Taliban are trying to impose on women.
Yeah, and we're hearing a lot of women say, look, we're not the women of the 90s. How much do you think social media has helped the diaspora express themselves in terms of campaigns like this?
Oh, immensely. I mean, right now we're seeing the Western media kind of take its attention away. I've noticed it here in Australia that, right now the trilateral defence agreement that we've got in place is taking attention away from Afghanistan. And so the Afghan diaspora is trying really desperately to make sure that Afghanistan is no longer forgotten. I mean, let's not forget that Afghanistan was for a very long time the forgotten war, and that's what led us all into this mess in the first place. So Afghans understand that we cannot afford, or the world cannot afford, to forget Afghanistan again.
Let's just bring in Sana. I mean, Sana, as Mina was saying there, the attention sadly is going to shift away. But frankly, 16 million Afghans remain in the country, and they continue to try and voice their concerns and in many ways risk their lives to protest and speak up.
Absolutely. Day by day, they come out on the streets, they write on their social media platforms, they reach out to us to tell us their stories. And this is the only way to keep Afghanistan on, frankly, on the news agenda. If you look at our programs, it has dropped from top story to now to the 5th and 7th stories in the running orders, right? And that's a worry because Afghanistan is going through this humanitarian crisis, and then the human rights abuses are happening across the country. And women are really worried, not just for the immediate future, but also what's going to happen in the next 1 year, 1 to 5 years. Just a quick point on the burqa. The burqa, as Mina said, I wouldn't say it's Afghan, but women adopted it in the 90s because it was so bad for them security-wise. It was so, they couldn't go out on the streets and be safe. So they had to use the burqa to shield themselves because there was lawlessness. Otherwise, Afghan women would not wear it. Even today, the ones who are wearing it, they're wearing it because there is no authority to keep them safe.
Sana, Mina, thank you both for joining us, and you can learn more about that campaign from our website.